Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this racing title animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin but with the help of simple and cool techniques. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Now let's create a new composition. I'll call it as main animation. As always, width I'll choose 1920, height 180, frame rate is 30, duration is also 30 seconds, and background color is black, and simply hit OK. Choose grid and guide option and hit title safe action. I'll delete this effect over here for now. Go to the character menu. I don't want any stroke, so I'll delete this stroke. The only thing I want over here is fill. Font I'll choose Oswald and I'll choose medium version of it. You are free to choose any font you want. Now choose our text, go over here and type the appropriate text. You are free to type anything you want. I'll type over here racing title animation. Hit Ctrl A to select all the text. As you can see, the tracking is 1000. I'll choose 0. I'll bring down the distance between two layers. Select this uppermost text. I'll increase the font size of that text only, something around this. Select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally, then align it vertically like this. Now select this text, double click on this one, go to the character menu, go to the fill option. I'll choose blue color for this, like that. And for the lower one, let's bring this to, I think white should be good only. Now select our text, again type another text. I'll type name of my channel. Hit Ctrl A, bring down the font size up to 50. I'll choose the light version of this font, and for the color I'll choose white color. Increase the distance, I'm tracking up to 1000 like this. Select this text, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now press V for selection tool. Bring up this text over here. Hit Ctrl D and drag it down like this. Now our text thing is ready. Select Ctrl A to select all of them. Press Ctrl Shift C to create a pre-comp. I'll call it as text comp. Hit OK. Double click on this text comp, select all the layers, press Ctrl D and simply drag it down. Now go to the character menu and delete this fill. The only thing we need to care about is stroke over here for now. And for the font stroke width, I'll choose 1 pixels. Press V for selection tool and just move this things over here like this. Now I'll choose my racing text and I'll simply adjust it like this. If you want, you can play around with the stroke width, like you can choose 2 pixels, but right now I'll choose 1 only. Now go to the main animation. As you can see, we are getting something like this. Now go to the effect and presets panel and simply apply transform effect on it like this. As we can see, we have 2 options over here, skew and skew axis. We are not going to change skew axis, but we will change skew to -10 like this. If you want to increase the scale, you are free to do that like this. Now after this, what we need to do, we'll go to the effect and presets panel and we will apply CC scale. If you want, then you can stretch. As we can see, if we stretch it, we will get something like this. Now we have one anchor point over here, we can adjust it and we will scale like this. Now we have one direction. I'll make it 0 initially and I'll move it to that side. If we increase it, let's see at what side it gets. Let's bring it down to -100. Now minus 100 looks good to me. As you can see, if I change the position of this anchor point, we are getting something like this. So our final reading is, our anchor point should be here. Our stretch, you can increase the stretch, like I choose 20 over here, and direction is 100. So for initially, I'll bring my anchor point over here. I'll create one keyframe over here, hit U, go to around 2 seconds and bring down this anchor point over here like this. So if we hit play, we will get this kind of animation. Now select this text, hit F9, and if you want, then you can increase the distance between this thing like that. Now after that, hit Ctrl D 3 times and we will apply our favorite method. We will apply fill effect on, not add drop fill, but fill effect on it. Choose red colors. Similarly on the third one, I'll apply fill effect, choose green color. On the second one, apply fill effect and I'll choose blue color like this. Again, select this one, hit Ctrl D and delete this fill effect and simply apply fine edges effect and invert it. Now we need to adjust it like that. If we hit play now, we are getting some stuff over here like this. Now create one null object, select all of them, make it apparent with this null one. Select this null one, press P, alt click on this position and apply wiggle effect on it. I'll type 3,3. So you will get this wiggly animation. If you want to increase it, you can increase 6,3. So we'll get this kind of animation. Go to the text comp, select all the stroke layers and you can bring down the opacity if you don't want that opacity too much. I'll bring it down like this. So you get this kind of stuff. Now we will go create new composition. I'll call it as fractal and hit OK, press Ctrl Y. Now apply fractal noise effect on it, simply like this. Now instead of basic, I'll choose something like smeary, and soft linear I'll choose block, or I'll choose basic only. Complexity I'll choose 2. Go to the transform, unlink the uniform scaling. I'll increase the scale width, decrease the scale height, adjust it like this. Increase the contrast, decrease the brightness. Alt click on this evolution tab and apply time star 70. Go to the start, create one keyframe on offset turbulence, hit U, go to 8 seconds. I'll type 8000 over here. If we hit play, we will get this kind of racing animation. You can increase it, let's say 16,000 like this. Now go to the main animation, hit Ctrl 0, bring down our fractal layer over here. I'll choose this option over here. Now I'll choose my ellipse tool and I'll simply create one mask on it like this. Go to the mask properties, increase the feathers, press T for opacity, bring down the opacity and simply apply tint effect on it. You can simply swap these colors and after that apply find edge effect again on it. If you invert this effect, you can see this kind of things, but we will hide this effect for now. Instead of white color, I'll choose light blue shade of color over here. Now press R for rotation and I'll rotate it at this side. Go to the fractal, I Instead of 16,000, let's increase the amount to 30,000, so it will increase the speed of this animation. Or you can bring this keyframe closer, and you can go to the transform and you can increase the scale width and decrease the scale height like this. Now select this fractal, hit Ctrl D, and now we will apply find edge effect and invert it. We will get this kind of animation. Select both the layers, press T for opacity and bring down opacity like this. Or you can simply move this layer a little bit up, and you can swap these colors if you want, but it's not gonna change anything. And increase the opacity a little bit. Now go to the fractal, press F4 and I'll enable this option, so we'll get a little bit motion blur. Press F4 over here also, I'll choose motion blur over here also. Now select these layers, go to the effect and presets panel and apply glow effect on it, and increase the glow radius, increase the glow intensity to 5. Glow threshold, I'll increase it again. Over here, let's see how does it looks. I think glow intensity should be 2, and bring down the opacity a little bit. So we'll get this kind of stuff. Now after that, select both the fractal layers and we need to make it parent with this null one also. I'll choose the quarter resolution like this. So yep, this is our one kind of final animation. Select this null one, press S to increase the scaling like this. Or you can see, and 4 seconds I'll create one keyframe over here. At 3 seconds I'll create one keyframe and I'll make it 100 over here. Now select those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph by holding shift. I'll animate this keyframes like this, so we'll get one scaling animation over here. Make it quarter. So if you see, move these things over here and this one over here. So this is our final animation, and it will look like this.
So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon for more updates. And if you want to watch After Effects tutorials in Hindi, then please consider to visit my another channel called AG Animations. Link will be available in the description. Until then, stay tuned.